so bored now.
Yeah,
Somebody phone him.
Well, for most of us, running around the block is a challenge after Christmas, yes, but our next guest is about to run 52 marathons in just 52 weeks. He's chalking up nearly 2,200 kilometres on foot. It is all in the name of charity. And Tristan Miller joins us now from Melbourne. Good morning, Tristan. You are a crazy man. Travelling around the world sounds good, but do you really have to run a marathon every week?
Well, it's hi guys, by the way.
Morning.
And yeah, it's a pretty exciting adventure coming up for me. I leave today, so yeah, this has been about a 6-month lead up, and yeah, I think the challenge in itself is pretty exciting. But then I get to do all this travel as well, and travel to 44 countries around the world, so it's pretty exciting.
Mate, what inspired you to do this? Was it just the fact that you're an IT specialist?
Well, no. IT specialist gives me a bit too much credibility, I think. I was working in ad sales actually for Google, and so that was a pretty great job until they made me redundant and shut my office in Melbourne. So
you had nothing left to do but run around the world.
Well, it was just the harbinger of change, as they say. You know, I just thought I'll do something completely different, and I'll go and travel around the world and see some of the world and have a crazy adventure. And I love to run, so I just thought I'd go running.
Brilliant.
So, mate, with no job, how are you funding the trip?
Well, I've sold my apartment and basically everything I own. I've sold my car, and I've sold just shifted on a lot of the old things that I've had in my apartment. And yeah, it's just time to get going. Time to shift all that stuff out the way and go and do something new.
So you're going to have to start all over again when you get back?
Yeah, look, I hope it's not that drastic. I'd like to get a job when I get back, but first things first, you know, I've got a hell of an adventure, and you never know what's going to come out the other end of that. Yeah, I'm just going to get through the year. You never know what kind of job that might be offered to me when I get back. I might become someone's running coach or something, I don't know.
Tristan, how do you prepare for 52 marathons in 52 weeks? What sort of training have you been doing?
I've been doing a lot of Ks. I've done a couple of triathlons just recently just to mix it up a bit, but I did a lot of Ks earlier in the year leading up to the Comrades Marathon, which is a 90K race over in South Africa. So I knew how to sort of do a lot of the training leading up to this type of event. And I was doing sort of up to about 100, 110 Ks a week in the last sort of few weeks or so. And I'm feeling pretty strong, feeling pretty much ready. I had a couple of little injuries for a while there, but all those niggles have eased out of my body now, so Brilliant. I'm feeling like I'm ready to roll.
What's some of the most exotic places you're looking forward to running?
Well, I'm going to some pretty intense places, but then some pretty cool places as well. So we're going to places like Rwanda and Siberia. There's a 100K race actually in Mongolia that's a bit of a stretch for my body halfway through the year, but I think that one's going to be pretty exciting, and why else would you go to Mongolia? I'm not sure. And we're going to places like New York and Montevideo in Uruguay and Cuba. So, you know, plus Iceland and all the places in Europe we get to go to. So it's pretty amazing. I've got my buddy Darren Foss coming with me as well. So it's going to be a pretty cool adventure to have with a mate.
Obviously, with all these exotic places that you're travelling to, you're worried about food poisoning or getting sick or maybe jet lag?
Yeah, I am actually. They're the things that are actually most frightening for me. I know I can do the Ks. I know I can knock out these marathons. You know, I've got that belief in myself. But, you know, I don't know what it's like to fly into Zurich. In a few days' time, we're going to be in Zurich, and I've got to run a marathon that starts at midnight in the dead of winter, in the dead of night on New Year's Eve. I've never run in those conditions. I don't know how that's going to turn out. So they're the things that are going to scare me after a 24-hour flight. Wow,
well, we really admire your spirit of adventure. How can people help out?
Well, you could go to our website, runlikecrazy.com. We're trying to raise at least $100,000 for UNICEF. You know, I think most of this has come from the fact that I've had opportunities created for me through education. I think UNICEF do a great job of creating those opportunities for kids around the world too. So I think that's the way people can help.
Well, great. All the best of luck, and I'm sure that you'll have lots of adventures, and we'll catch up with you when you get back.
Thanks, guys. Have a happy new year.
Good luck, mate. Run like crazy.
We'll be thinking of you when we're watching the fireworks. Running a marathon in the dark. Now, it is time to cross back to sunny Hollywood for the latest from Michelle Mahone.